All right, guys, I'm back. Video number 2 of the day, and I really wanted to cover two things. So, I shared in the first video, one of the biggest things that we do as coaches is we are proof that this whole product works, that we do our workout, that we, show other people that this is a business, this is our life, and this is also our job. So after a workout, the first thing I always do is then share something on social media. And I know that's often a common concern that people have is like, well, what do you got to put out there? And, I don't post on social media yet. And I'll tell you that now doing a workout, snapping a picture, putting something on social media is second nature to me. But when I got started 3.5 years ago, I had never taken a selfie before. I did not want to take a selfie. I had no desire to take a selfie. And I didn't understand how someone who didn't take selfies was going to be like all those other selfie posting coaches. But as my confidence grew in the business and in myself, as I continued through, the programs and not just, my body being confident with who I am, but just reading more personal development, I can show you one of the things we do. See all my books? One of the things that we, encourage and, help other people, one of the things we do as coaches is we fuel our mind with positive affirmations and, personal development books are something that I didn't own a single one before I got started. But I've learned that, what goes in comes out. So that's something that really helped me get in that mindset. And, whether it's just a personal development book about life, about social media business building, about working with other women. Like there's so many things that we do. That's been a huge part of what's helped me become the coach that I am today. So how do you get started? And I'm going to share a quote that if you've ever talked to me about getting started in a challenge group or getting started about coaching yourself privately, I've probably told you that it's the start that stops most people. And I heard that quote shortly after I got started, and it is something that has stuck with me forever because it's true, right? Getting started is so often what holds us back from doing it in the first place. And when I got started as a coach, I never imagined myself being this, business owner today. I got started because I love the products and programs. And I think that is a huge part of it. It's not a requirement. I've had people join my team who had never done a Beachbody workout, but they were going to learn it. But for me, it really was something that I was doing these workouts and I found something inside of me that was buried. And I became more confident. And as a mom who was struggling to lose that weight, I knew that there were other women who were busy who probably could benefit from what I was doing. So it really was something that I started because I wanted to pay it forward. It wasn't a huge time commitment in the beginning. It was simply, this is what I'm doing. And I shared my life. I took it from the actions that I was doing behind closed doors and sharing those actions publicly on social media. And while, you might see the videos that I make or, be like, I can't make videos or I can't do what she does. You have to realize that you don't have to do what I do. And you can do things totally differently. You can do it the exact same way. And it's up to you because it's your own personal business. So I started posting on social media. That was really the first thing to help me get started. I continuously was proof that this works, like doing my workouts, drinking my Shakeology every day, sharing how that Shakeology wasn't just something that helped me take away the cravings, but it was something that helped me personally ditch my Crohn's disease medicine after 7 years of popping 3 pills a day to help my symptoms. So those were things that personally impacted me, that allowed me to share those things with other people, that made it not just, oh, this girl posting selfies on Facebook or sharing her workout, but like, oh, this could help me here. This could help this person here. And it's not, limited to just one target group. I have coaches on my team from in their, low 20s to in their 50s. I have coaches in my team who have been, like me, where my weight loss has remained relatively the same in like a 10-pound range for the last 3.5 years. I've had people on my team dropping 50, 70 pounds, working towards 100 pounds. Like it is such a range. Our commonality is we were impacted and we have the ability to pay it forward and to share it with other people. And that's, I feel like, as far as where you take it from there, it's up to you and where you want to go with it. I always talk about, when you're getting starting as a coach, there's different ways you can go about building your business. You can be a coach for the discount. You can be a coach for the discount and never build an actual business out of it. You can just save on your program, save on your Shakeology, save on your supplements, and just kind of ride with it. You can be what we call hobby coach, which is, what I then went to from someone who signed up as a coach for the discount because I got results and I needed to save money on my Shakeology because I didn't have a job. I was a stay-at-home mom. And then I was like, okay, well, I can save this money, but then I can also share this with my friends and family. And maybe if I can help 3 people a month, I'm going to cover my own cost of my Shakeology. So that became step 2. And then as I was doing that and liking it, and I enjoyed, surprisingly, taking selfies, who never would have guessed it, but I did. I liked it. I enjoyed sharing what was working with me to be able to provide a solution for other people. So then I went to, beyond that hobby, and I became more of a business builder where I was like, okay, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to turn this into something more. And however you want to get started, it's just that you have to start, that you have to make the commitment that you're going to, to commit to this business. And I told myself, and I told my coach in the beginning, that I am going to give this a year. I'm going to watch what all these other successful coaches are doing, and for 1 year, I'm going to do it. I'm going to share my journey on social media. I'm going to talk to other people about it. I'm going to be proud that I am a coach and that I have the ability to make an impact into the lives of other women, and that I have this shake that not only does it taste amazing, but this shake fills the nutritional gaps. This shake gives me a meal on the go. This shake helps me, avoid the bowl of ice cream at night if I can reach for this instead. This shake has helped me, become healthier inside out. And I have this thing that I just knew that if I shared it more and more and more, that other people could join. And I know that, so many people will tell me, but I don't want to sell anything, and I don't want to be part of a multi-level marketing company because that's just, it's salesy, and I have a background in accounting and finance. I didn't even know what multi-level marketing was. When I joined in as a coach, I just knew that there were products that I loved, and that if I shared them, I could make an income back out of it. And that was the basis of it. But you don't have to have any sort of prerequisites. People will think that, oh, well, I don't have that training. I didn't have any training in social media. All I had was a Facebook account that I didn't post to. So if you ever have that Time Hop app that shows you what you've posted in years prior on that day, I will tell you that there's really not a whole lot going on after college until I became a mom, and all I posted was periodic pictures of my kids. I rarely was in them. I didn't post daily. I didn't interact with anyone else daily on Facebook. So that wasn't, what you see today is maybe what, is far cry from where I was 3.5 years ago. But if you went back and saw what I was doing before I was coaching, it's probably what a lot of you were doing. You scroll on Facebook and you look at people, what they're doing. You may occasionally like something, but you never comment because you don't want people to think you're like Facebook stalking all day. And that was me. And I know that, well, it might seem crazy to start sharing this stuff on social media. I think most, if not all of you, are in this group because you saw something I shared on social media, right? We connected as friends, or we reconnected as old friends, or, you saw something that I shared on social media that sparked your interest. And that's what I have to remind myself anytime I get hesitant on sharing something. My coach shared on social media how she had this lifestyle, that she was this fit mom with these 2 kids, and she was doing a job that she loved. And as I sat back as a stay-at-home mom that lost her independence when I left my career to be home with them on my own, I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I had this dream that being a stay-at-home mom was going to be amazing, and it is. But I lost my independence, and I missed that income I had. And while I love being at home, and I wanted to be there for all those moments with my kids, I missed having my own thing, my own job, my own income, my own contribution to our family. This filled that gap. This gave me the ability to be both, to be a business owner, to be a mom. And while sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should share that, or, sometimes you have to get a little vulnerable when you're putting things out there, I remind myself that it was my coach's vulnerability that opened the doors to this opportunity that has blessed my family beyond all measures, beyond something that I ever dreamed possible in my own life. And that, this little girl thought she was going to be some accountant in some big office in some big city someday is now building a business out of the office in her home in the hours when my kids are still sleeping, and it's giving me so much freedom and flexibility that I have to share it. So you have to remind yourself of that when it comes to the social media aspect. I know it seems scary, just like put stuff out there. Do you have to post the way I do? No. Do you have to do what I'm doing? Absolutely not. But the more you share, the more people you can connect to. And the last thing I just wanted to touch with on the social media aspect is a lot of people will not use their personal Facebook for business. A lot of them will use Instagram because you can kind of start fresh and do something different, and maybe not everyone knows you there. Or you can use also a business page on your like page. And I use all three. I did not when I started. I had a personal Facebook page, and then I added an Instagram, and I added in my business page. But when you look at them, I actually share the same thing. So it's not duplicating work. I share similar content on all of them. It's giving me a different way to connect to more people. So if you're thinking, well, I could never put this on my public page, you can always start something new. A lot of people will do that. A lot of new coaches will be like, I want to leave my personal page for my friends and my family, and then I'm going to add in, I'm going to start this business stuff over here. And that's all up to you. It's your decision. I can tell you that there's a lot of people who would never comment on a post maybe the way you guys did, that when I shared that I'm going to share this, who wants to come see what I do as a coach? Some people will never comment, but they'll see it. And if you can open that door for them to invite them in to join you and check it out, you'll be able to impact so many more lives. So it is time for me to wake up my kids and get them up and ready and off to school. But I just wanted to share that a little bit on getting started. That was the most common question you guys were asking about how to get started, and my short answer is you just start. You start sharing your journey, your health journey, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and then you open that invitation for people to join you. All right, if you have other questions about that, please let me know, and I'll be back later.